There have been a number of times when watching a film, playing a game, or whatever, where something happens that made me think things like, how does that actually work, or what would really happen in that situation? But rather than just spending ages wondering, I'm actually going to have a look into some of the random questions I've thought of in a new category called Cultivating Curiosities. And no, I have no idea who MatPat is, I've never heard of game theory, which certainly doesn't have one of my favourite intro themes. Back on subject, a while ago I was asked to do a 1 vs 2 comparing the No More Heroes games for the Wii, which I did. One thing I liked about the first game that the sequel didn't have was open exploration of Santa Destroyed, the town both games take place in. You drive around on your Schpeltiger? Is that how it's pronounced? I don't know. Anyway, you can drive pretty much anywhere, find stuff lying around, run people over, and occasionally crash into a wall, throwing Travis face first over the handlebars and along the concrete. However, each time this happens, Travis just gets up, picks up his bike, and continues on his merry way without so much as a hair out of place, and this got me thinking, just how fast is the bike going when you plough into a wall? Well, let's put our math skills to the test and find out. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the distance, speed, time triangle. To work out the distance travelled, you multiply speed and time. To work out the speed, you divide distance over time, and to work out the time taken, you divide the distance over the speed. As we want to work out how fast a Schpeltiger goes, we'll need to divide the distance over time, which are... I have no idea. The time can easily be done, we just pick 2 points and see how long it takes to get from A to B, but it won't tell us how long that distance is. I know, we can work out the distance by multiplying the time and the speed, which we don't know, and is what we're actually trying to work out. Son of a bitch. Although, we may be able to. Travis casually walks at a moderate speed. I walk fairly quickly and was told I went at 5 miles per hour. Someone measured it once, long story. But Travis isn't quite that quick. The average walking speed is around 3 miles per hour, which would be about right. Though, why does this guy walk like this? Weird. Now we have the speed, all we need is the time he takes to walk a set distance to work out how long that distance is. As we'll be using the same distance for the bike, we'll need a fairly long distance. Looking at the map, there are a couple of long building structures we could walk near for the start and end points. There's one on the south side that would work well, but there's a slightly longer one on the northern island, so we'll use that one. Right, all we need are stationary points to show the starting and finishing points of our walk, so these road markings will work perfectly. And means we didn't need to find a long building at all, so what the hell. The start point will be the first line of this pedestrian crossing, and the finish line will be the first line of the pedestrian crossing at the other end of the wall, so at least the structure has some use in the end. Well, here goes. Let's get Travis walking from point A to B. As long as it's as straight a line as possible, it'll be fine, and just got to make sure nothing gets in Travis's way, or he suddenly stops, as that would completely cock things up. Balls. Start again, and don't randomly stop this time. This is gonna take ages. So, Mr. or Mrs. Viewer, how you doing? Done anything interesting recently? Actually, after the video, check out Super Real Productions. It's another channel I'm involved with. Lots of good stuff on there. Oh, bollocks to this. Where's the fast forward button? Travis has finally gotten to the finish point, taking a total of 2 minutes 7 seconds. As we are doing the speed in miles per hour, we need to convert the time into hours. 2.07 divided by 60 means it is 0.0345 hours. As distance is speed times time, that means it's 3 times 0.0345, which puts the distance at 0.1 miles, so we can now see how long it takes the bike to travel the same distance, which will give us its speed. All we need is a long enough run up to make sure the bike is at full speed by the time it crosses the start point. About here should do it, so let's see how it goes. Wasn't quite at full speed, so let's go back a bit further. Why is nothing ever simple and straightforward? Okay, let's play it safe and have a massive run up. This should do. If this doesn't work, I can quit. Good, episode, and at least we know it won't take Travis long to travel the full distance. Using the wonders of editing tools, going from this point to this point took him 8.3 seconds, which is 0.0023 hours. So, 0.1 divided by 0.0023 is 43.4782608,696. Let's just say 43.5, which means if the bike is going top speed, Travis hurtles over the handlebars and into a wall at 43.5 miles an hour. But wait! Let's say he walks at 4 miles an hour, just to make sure we've covered all bases. That would make the distance he walked in 2 minutes 7 seconds 0.14 miles. That distance in 8.3 seconds puts his speed at a bone-breaking 60.8 miles an hour. When hitting a wall at that speed, he shouldn't get back up, he should be smeared all over it. But wait! There's the nitro boost that makes him go even faster. Using the same run-up and activating the nitro as soon as he crosses the starting line gives him the speed boost for the vast majority of the distance. He does it in 6.4 seconds, but as the nitro cuts out shortly before the end, let's just say 6 seconds flat. 6 seconds is 0.0016 hours. Going by the 3 miles per hour walking speed, 0.1 divided by 0.0016 puts the nitro at 62 miles per hour. At the faster walking pace, 0.14 divided by 0.0016 puts the bike at 87.5 miles per hour. The passers-by wouldn't need to call an ambulance, they'd need a mop. There we have it. Taking an average, Travis can survive a crash at 52.15 miles per hour, or, when using the nitro, 74.75 miles per hour. Yet, somehow a baseball bat is too much for him. That's all for this episode, hope you enjoyed it. Any requests for future curiosities, get in touch. For now, take it easy and see you next time.